Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Bill Porter, and this is the Porter Report. The Democrats and the Republicans are attempting to raid our wallets and our bank accounts. They want to bail out the Wall Street and banking bigwigs whose greed and misappropriations of money and mismanagement has left our economy in a shambles. The Paulson, Pelosi, and President Bush plan is a direct attack upon the American taxpayer. Here's their plan. They want to set up a very large card table with $700 billion on it. They want all of these failed lenders to get in a line, bring up a stack of their failed loans, and then we're going to trade them our cash for their stack of failed loans. This is a poor plan. The last time this happened, President Bush the first teamed up with the Democrats and bailed out the S&Ls back in the late 80s. Back then it cost us over $70 billion. Now another President Bush is teaming up with the Democrats, and it's going to cost us, it looks like, more than 10 times that much, over $700 billion. Somebody needs to stand up to the American taxpayer. Senator McCain, Senator Obama, what are you thinking? Senator McCain, it's time for a little straight talk. You say you're a maverick, but you're definitely involved in this inside the beltway swindle of the United States taxpayer. This is something that's just not going to fly because all of these people on Wall Street and Banking Boulevard don't need your help. The American taxpayer needs your help. This outrageous swindle can't fly. Thanks, but no thanks. Senator Obama, you look like a deer frozen in the headlights. I guess we now know how you would lead this country. In the face of a crisis, your offer of call me if you need me not only lacks any element of leadership whatsoever, it doesn't even qualify on a minimal basis of being a good follower. You've got to be kidding. Neither Senator Obama or McCain or President Bush or Nancy Pelosi or Hank Paulson or any of the other Washington insiders are offering any solutions that A, solve this crisis, this financial crisis, and B, protect the American taxpayer at the same time. So I'm going to offer a plan. This is the essence of the 2008 U.S. Taxpayer Protection Plan. 1, we do not buy any of these bad debts. Number 2, we do issue a line of credit to all of these troubled institutions. However, like a real bank, we, the United States taxpayers, we want real collateral, not the phony baloney stack of failed loans. That's not collateral. We want their good loans. We want their office buildings. We want their desks. We even want their paper clips. We want every asset that these institutions own as collateral. Here's an example. Let's say that an institution has $10 billion of verifiable, real hard assets. We would then issue them a $5 billion line of credit, half of what their assets are truly worth. This will provide all the liquidity that the institutions need to pay their debts, continue to loan money, and continue to operate in the way that's necessary for our economy to function. If they do a good job with these new funds, pay off all of their debts, it's a win-win. The U.S. taxpayer wins, they win, everybody wins. On the other hand, if with all of this new infusion of cash, they still can't manage their affairs and they default, then the United States taxpayer, through our agencies, will actually foreclose the loan. We will take all of their assets, and then we can sell those assets to any of the other institutions that have survived. We would probably make a pretty fair profit on it. That's not the goal, but that's the way that we're protected as taxpayers in a system that can actually help these institutions and solve this problem. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Banking 101. If any of us want to go in and get a large loan from a lending institution, they're going to collateralize all of our assets. Well, guess what? The same thing should apply to them. And by the way, while all of this conversation is going on in Congress about all this free bailout money, we now have all kinds of other corporations like General Motors and others trying to elbow their way in to get some of this free cash. Well, here's a strong message for General Motors and everybody else out there that thinks that this is going to be a free ride. You better be prepared to put up all your assets as collateral, and you better be prepared to lose all of your assets in the event that you're not successful with their loans. The American taxpayer is fed up with corporate bailouts. It's over. There are real solutions. There's common sense solutions. It's time that our congressmen and our presidential candidates at least hooked on to these ideas. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not too late. Call your friends, call your neighbors, and everybody, call your congressmen and tell them that you expect them to do something that will solve the problem and protect our interests at the same time. Thank you for listening to this segment of the Porter Report.